What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Boom, 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 Boom. Two brothers in the huddle. It's your boy, Jordan.
What's up, everybody? And I'm Jonathan.
All right, out the gate, week 9 is in the books. Another fantastic week. Seahawks are on the bye, so we're going to start with those Falcons. What the hell happened to them dirty birds this week?
We went down in the dirty bayou and we got us a win, baby. We got us a win against the Aints. Ain't nothing like going down to New Orleans, eating their good food, having a good time, and going they dome and have a party and dance on the way out to the airplane, baby.
Y'all was doing the second line all the way to the airport.
Second line with the umbrellas and all.
Second line all the way to the airport with some Creole and
great team win last week, man. We were up 10-0 at halftime, and I felt confident about how the game was going to go. But little did I know that the Aints will come back and make a run for it, and then in the end we got young Cool that kicked that game-winning field goal for us, baby.
Cuckoo! Young
Cool clutch, baby. He's clutch.
He clutch. He ain't like Justin Tucker clutch. Is he?
He gonna be way better than Justin when it's all said and done.
Way better. First of all, Mr. Tucker has a ring on his finger, a big one. So Cool got a long way to go. You want to talk about?
That's all right. He young, man. He just started his career. He's not even 4 years in yet.
Well, the big question I got for you is. You guys, well, first of all, hold on. I got to acknowledge the player of the game, probably the most valuable player on the Falcons roster, Cordero Patterson. I mean, the guy returned kicks, played special teams, played running back, receiver. You know, I don't know. He may have had 70% of the Falcons' offense last week.
Hey, man, that man is on a mission. You know, he kind of reminds me of me and you. You know, he was talking about, how his mom worked 3 jobs, to get by, just to feed her family. He's like, why I can't do 3 jobs for my team? Why I can't be a running back? Why I can't be a receiver? Why I can't be a punt return? He's a playmaker, man. Put the ball in his hand, he'll make something happen. That's for sure.
Who would you compare him to? Let me ask you that.
Man.
Like the slash. When you start talking about the slash, you got Dion.
Yep.
Play multiple positions. He's definitely an asset to that team. But they got the win against the Saints. Let me ask you this then. Here's a question for you. Right now the Saints are 4-4. They got to 500. And if the playoffs started today, they would be the number 7 seeded team making the playoffs. Now, we're headed into week 10. Question I got for you. It's a big one. I need an unbiased opinion. I need your expert hat, not your heart. Will the Falcons make the playoffs this season?
As much as, it wasn't even a thought in week 2, week 3, week 4, right? And now here we are at week 9. They had their opportunities to easily be over 500 right now. I mean, easily. Could have been Carolina last week, but we dropped the ball. So hopefully we can get some type of consistency going. If we can get some consistency going, I feel like we can have a chance of making the playoffs.
I didn't ask you if you had a chance. I asked, will they make the playoffs? Everybody got a chance. The Detroit Lions got a chance, and they 0-8.
Yeah. As much as I say yes, I just don't see them in the long run being.
That's a convincing no.
So my answer to answer your question, my answer is no.
No,
I don't see my Falcons making the playoffs.
Well, right now you got the Panthers sitting at 4-5, and the Vikings and the Seahawks, and a few other teams, the Niners sitting at 3-5. So everyone's chasing that 7 seed. Speaking of the Seahawks, well, big news coming out of Seattle this week.
What's that?
Hey, Russell Wilson. Boom, boom, Russell Wilson. He's back.
Russell Wilson back this week?
He's back, man. He's a full go in practice all week. I got to think that he's suiting up against the Packers. It's go time, man. They can't afford to lose. Well, they probably can lose one more game. That's it. That's all they got. They got one more loss. That's it, man. That's all they got. They don't have no room to spare. That's it. That's all they got.
So you mean to tell me one guy, and we talking about a team sport here, right?
Don't go there.
The Seahawks are relying on one guy to get them to that win every Sunday. They're waiting on one guy to come back so they can win. But it's an ultimate team sport. I don't understand that. Help me understand by Russ being back in the lineup that the Seahawks are going to have a better chance to win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, backup quarterbacks had their week. They had 1 week where the backup quarterbacks went 3-0. This now, you got Geno, who, I thought he did a fantastic job. He kept us in the game. And it was, those were just some one possession, one score games that they lost. But you and I both know the difference of a guy like Russell Wilson and a backup quarterback and the difference that they make. We saw that just earlier this week as well when the Packers took the field against the Chiefs. That'd have been a different story with Aaron Rodgers out there than it would Love. So, yes, one man, especially the quarterback, has that kind of outcome or that kind of impact on the outcome of a football game. You and I both know that to be true.
Well, we're going to see how Russ react when that rush is in his face, when he got to launch the ball into somebody's helmet, or he got to scramble and try to make a play down the field. We're going to see exactly.
Hey, man, don't wish that monkey mojo. Don't wish that monkey mojo on us. Don't you wish that monkey mojo on us.
Okay, we'll see.
And here's the other thing.
I guarantee Russ won't be himself yet until Russ finds confidence that he can play the game without re-injuring that finger again. He's going to be a little bit timid back there in the pocket. He's going to think twice about how he
I thought so too. You know what? I thought so too. But this is different than coming back from, let's say, a lower leg injury.
Right. This is his
what I'm saying?
The index finger where he got to spin the ball.
He don't really need an index finger to throw the ball, Monster. Shit, everybody know that.
Russ gonna take it back. Let's see how long the Seahawks can go on the winning streak since Russ is back.
Yeah, since Russ is back, we got to do it. And some other big news coming out of the NFC West.
Ooh.
Yeah. How about that? We
talked about this last week when they picked up the Pro Bowl.
They picked up. Look, I told you last week the Rams were trying to win the Super Bowl in November. They picked up Von Miller last week. Now they go get OBJ.
Oh, well, they ain't go get OBJ. OBJ went got them.
Well, it's a relationship. They courting one another. I don't know. What you think?
I'm curious to see how this is going to work out. I know Sean McVay is a great coach. He gets everybody involved. I love his attitude, his tenacity, his leadership skills with his team, and how he distributed the ball throughout his offense. I'm curious to see how they're going to put OBJ in this offense when you got Kupp, right? You got Kupp that's just ball. He's just a baller. You know what I mean?
I'm going to just tell you like this. I'm not afraid of the Rams. They could be beat. The Titans went up there and bopped them upside the head. Bop, 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 bop. Just bopped them upside the head. Look, they even have D. Henry back there. They went signed old Texas boy right down the street, old country boy AP all day.
All day AP.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about the Rams. I think they could be beat. I'm just telling you. And then here's the other thing. They're not even the best team in the West.
Who is that?
Well, the Cardinals. The Cardinals the best team.
Okay. Well,
the Cardinals the best
they
team.
got another matchup towards the end of the season. What's going to be? It's always fun to play football in December because we know it comes down to those last few games of the divisional matchups inside your division that you gotta win in order to get that spot in the playoffs.
Well, let's look at the Rams schedule. This week they got the 49ers on Sunday night.
Yeah. Okay.
They got a bye week, and then they got the Packers, Jacksonville, Arizona, Seattle, the Vikings, Baltimore, and then they end with the Niners. This team
so could like they got a playoff schedule after their bye week. They have a playoff schedule. It's going to be tough. There's no question about that. It's going to be tough.
Man, listen to this.
It's going to be tough for everybody in that division, right? It's going to be very tough, especially for the Seahawks, who's sitting fourth in that conference right now. So we'll see what the Seahawks can do. But
the Seahawks sitting third. They tied for third. They
all in. They
ain't fourth. The Seahawks ain't in last place. They ain't in last. Don't do us like that. We 3-5, a game ahead of the 49ers, a half a game.
My bad. You and the 49ers are battling for the fourth spot. My bad.
Let me just tell you, the Rams might be staring at 5 losses for the rest of the season. They might be staring at 5 losses. Baltimore ain't playing that. Green Bay ain't playing that. They got to play Arizona again, and then the Seahawks as well. I'm just saying. I ain't convinced on the Rams just yet.
Okay. All right. Who's your Super Bowl picks out the NFC again?
The Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I picked the Rams.
Yeah,
I think I picked the Rams. We may have to check the tape on that though. We may have to check the tape.
Yeah. So you got amnesia now, huh?
Yeah, it's not amnesia. It's called a DB's mentality. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Next play. That's all we know. We ain't worry about that. Next play.
You just go with the flow in the moment.
Yeah, baby. Let it flow. Let it flow. Some more big news though. Another free agent, coming out of the workout room down there in the NFC South. How about your boy Cam Newton coming back to his old team?
Cam Newton signed back with the Panthers.
Yes, sir. I know you don't like Cam Newton because he gave you some blue. He gave y'all some nightmares back in the day, huh?
Hey man, we used to put Cam Newton in the headlock and give him a little knuckle sandwich.
Huh? Cam Newton was a little brother.
Like a little brother, man. I'm excited for his opportunity to be back in the NFL. Cam still got a lot to offer. A lot more than these quarterbacks that's in the league right now. It's funny how it goes and how it plays out. But yeah, they got rid of Cam a few years ago where they felt like he wasn't the guy anymore. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Felt like it was time to move on because they couldn't do anything else with him.
Well, they had new management. You bring in new management, you bring in a new head coach, you try to change the regimen, you're trying to change the culture, bring in your people, your coaches, your team, your recruiting class. And here it is. That's one thing I tell all the young players about the NFL, that it's a revolving door. That's why professionalism at the utmost is required. You know what I'm saying? You don't storm out of the building throwing chairs and bad mouthing coaches and airing dirty laundry and stuff. Man, look, the one thing that's consistent about this game is change. But the other thing that you should know is that there's always opportunity on the other side. So I'm happy for Cam. Certainly, as he stated in his words, yeah, I know I'm not the worst of the 32 that's starting. I know I ain't the worst. I ain't number 32. That's what I know.
So, I'm curious to see how Cam is going to play into this offense because this offense is totally different than what it was when he was there.
Yeah.
You got a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, new scheme, new play calls. New dummy calls, audibles, everything that he has to learn and know all over again. It's almost like Cam is a rookie again, going into an environment that he was used to a few years back. But, of course, that culture has changed with a new head coach and new management in the front office. So, We'll see. I think Cam can succeed, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. The other big headline coming out of Week 9 came out of Green Bay. What the hell wrong with Aaron Rodgers, man? The Packers and Aaron Rodgers, I mean, they kind of living by their own rules of COVID, and shit don't apply to them. NFL ended up sending them a fine. Certainly, we all concerned about, Aaron from a health standpoint, but in terms of protocols, they didn't follow any of the protocols.
I'm sure there's a lot of teams that's not following daily protocols like they should, and everything has been so relaxed since they came out with these shots, and everybody is screened on a daily basis. But I don't think Aaron was trying to risk it all as far as, I don't care if I catch it, if I do, if I don't. I think it was more so a personal opinion.
What the hell you think he was doing? What the hell do you think he was doing? This motherfucker living like COVID don't exist.
Hopefully he was doing the right thing as far as going to
It wasn't, Monster. He wasn't. This fool is in the press conference on the sideline with no mask at the Halloween party, pretending to be, I don't even know who the hell he dressed up as. This fool had a gun, singing rap songs, and oh, man. Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, they got to deal with it. They got to learn from it and move on from it. That's what I say about it.
They're going to pay a lot of money. Let's look ahead. Week 10 coming up.
That's pennies to them, too.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. What's $250,000, right? What's $250,000? Looking ahead to Week 10.
$14K.
14,000. Look, they find you more. They find you more than that for your socks not being all the way up to covering your knees.
Oh, yeah. We call them uniform police.
Yeah, well, I get it. Week 10 matchups ahead, man. Falcons got the Cowboys. What other matchups you may have your eye on this week?
I'm looking forward to
Kansas City and Las Vegas.
At the Packers, baby. That's what I'm looking forward to.
And why is that?
Aaron Rodgers should be back. Aaron Rodgers should be back. If he's not,
let me tell you this. Aaron Rodgers should not play this week.
Bay over Seahawks.
No, hell no. Aaron Rodgers shouldn't play this week. Let me ask you this. You the head coach of your football team and your starting quarterback is only available the day before the game. Were you going to start him?
Damn right I'm going to start him. That's damn Aaron Rodgers. Who do you think we're talking about here? You think we're talking about Justin Fields?
Well.
We're talking about an all-pro seasonal vet that can
say, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
Do it with ease. Listen, Aaron Rodgers already got the game plan. He's already watching film. He's probably in his backyard right now doing his drop steps. He's doing his little 3-step drops. He's throwing the football into a net. Aaron Rodgers is going to be ready whenever his name is called.
All right, Mr. All right,
and
Mr.
Matt
Rodgers.
LaFleur can't wait for Aaron Rodgers to get back into the lineup as well.
Yeah, to save his damn job. That's for damn sure.
Matt ain't going nowhere. He's looking real good in Green Bay.
I know it. Well, the Falcons got the Cowboys down in D-Town. But you know what? Probably an AFC. Obviously, I'm going to be keeping my eyes on the Monday Night Football. I said that I thought it was a Sunday Night Football, but my apologies. It's a Monday Night Football, the Rams and the 49ers. So I'll definitely be watching that. But if I look across the AFC, you know who I'm really watching? I think it'll be a good matchup. The Browns at the Patriots. Quietly the Patriots they're starting to put something together over there. I wouldn't count them out just yet. They're starting to put something together. So I'm interested in that matchup.
Yes, it's going to be very interesting in that conference with the way the Patriots have came along, towards the middle of the season. And you still have Buffalo, the top front runners of that conference. So we'll see how those matchups play in December.
Definitely. All right. Well, you know what time it is. It's now time for that. Damn! Did you see that? And I'm going to start this thing off. You know what? I know many people in the NFL love the offensive touchdowns. There was, far too many this week. But, as a defensive back and a defensive mentality, I love me a pick six, monster. Oh, I love me a pick six. My damn, did you see that moment came at the Battle of Ohio? Look, D Ward out there. He's scatting. That
shot, baby.
You know what I'm saying? That hamstring looked good right there. 99-yard touchdown interception return for D Ward against old Joe Burrow.
Oh, that was major. That was a major play right there, baby, for sure.
You're
talking about first quarter, you're taking away points off the board, maybe 3 at the least, and returning for 6.
Yeah. Damn. Did you see that? I love it. I love a pick six. What you got?
Man, did you see that moment came from Monday Night Football, baby? I don't know what it is about these young quarterbacks, but Justin Fields, man, you got knocked out.
The fuck out.
Hey,
that's
man,
definitely a Chris Tucker moment.
This is not college football, baby. These are grown men that have exceptional speed and that can flat out run and take your head off at any given moment.
I dare you.
Justin Fields, you better learn how to get down or get out.
Yeah, but that's a hell of a tackle. Yes, I did.
With the big hit, baby. Hey, you know how it is as a defender, baby. We can't wait to get our hands on the quarterback. And for a quarterback to end up running that high and you able to get your shoulder underneath his shoulder pads.
Here's what I like about it, though, Monster. Here's what I like about it. That's a hell of a hit. I got to give him that. Hell of a hit. Here's what two things I noticed about this play. Number one, when you hit a quarterback like this, the offensive line is on your ass. You ain't hitting no quarterback like this, and the offensive line ain't got nothing to say about that. So the offensive line, they need their ass fined for not going out, doing something about it. I don't care, legal hit or not. Do something about it. On the sideline too. Hey, look, man. Hold up, man. You ain't running out of there like that, talking no smack. Like 71 should have gave him an elbow right in the back of the head.
Hey, all of them should be fined because
they all fine.
They did not do their job in protecting Justin Fields.
Yeah, you got to protect the quarterback by all means. I don't give it, I don't care. That's a good hit. It's a legal hit, all that. But still, you better come to your quarterback rescue at any cost. But the other thing I like about that,
it should be a family. It should be a family affair out there. If I get in the fight, we all get in the fight.
We all fighting. Look, the other thing I like about that is Fields bounced up though. I appreciate Fields bouncing up. He took one, got up, and had a hell of a attempt to beat the Steelers. And Big Ben just somehow magically pulled it out in the end.
Hey, that's one more game that that's coming up this week as well, man. There's a big game in the NFC West, the Chiefs versus the Raiders.
Yeah, that's the Sunday night matchup. Yeah, that's the Sunday night matchup.
Yeah.
How
you see that one playing out?
Oh man,
game is in Vegas too.
Game in Vegas, here's why that game is intriguing to anyone, all football fans and media, is they want to see who's this real Chiefs offense. Like, who the hell is going to show up today? Which quarterback is going to show up right now? Mahomes is, he's just been turning the ball over. I think he's probably got more interceptions than he had combined over his career. He's turning the ball over. So we'll see what offense shows up for the Chiefs. Obviously, the matchups in the division are always tough. I still like the Chiefs in this matchup, but I'm sure the Raiders are happy to get back to playing football after the last few weeks and things that they've been through as a franchise.
Yes, that's going to be a key matchup this Sunday. But I'm going to have to go with the Raiders on this one, simply just because Derek Carr is not turning the ball over. And also the Raiders are playing on a high level. Ever since John Gruden has left the building, I think the Raiders have been undefeated, maybe lost one, if I'm not mistaken. But this should be a real stable in the season for them. How this outcome of this game is going to be on this Sunday, I'm looking forward to it.
Monster, if I told you by week 10 that Patrick Mahomes has thrown more interceptions than Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, what would you tell me?
Like you a damn fool.
Well, it's true. It's true. Mahomes has thrown 10 interceptions, and right now that's that hadn't fared well.
Is he leading the league?
He is in the league. He's second. So you got Joe Burrow and Sam Darnold. Both has thrown 11 interceptions, and Mahomes has thrown 10.
But that's understandable for young players like them. But not
that's what I'm saying.
For a Pro Bowl quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback to easily just give up the ball like that, and knowing how crucial that is in the game of losing possessions.
Exactly, 100%. Well, should be a fun matchup ahead. Week 10 is already underway. I think the Dolphins and the Ravens have already kicked off, and we'll see how everything plays out. Hey, always a pleasure jumping on with you, talking some football. We'll see what those Falcons do down in D-Town, and we'll see what those Seahawks do over at Lambeau. That's it for us. We're signing off. We'll see you next week.
Shawty.
Peace.
Peace.